Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst lush green mountains, there lived a wise old Zen master named Hoshi. Hoshi was known for his profound wisdom and his ability to perceive the intricate workings of life. People from far and wide would seek his counsel, hoping to find answers to the complexities of their existence. One sunny morning, a troubled young man named Ryu arrived at Hoshi's humble abode seeking enlightenment. Ryu had been struggling with anger and resentment, carrying the burden of his past mistakes. He believed that life was unjust, and his heart burned with a desire for revenge against those who had wronged him. The wise old master greeted Ryu with a warm smile and invited him to sit down. Sensing the young man's inner turmoil, Hoshi began to speak in his gentle, soothing voice. "Ryu, my friend, I sense that you carry a heavy burden within you," Hoshi said. "Tell me, what has brought you to this state of anger and resentment?" With tears welling up in his eyes, Ryu recounted the story of his past. He had been betrayed by a close friend who had taken advantage of him in a business deal, causing him to lose everything he had worked so hard for. Ryu's life had crumbled around him, and he couldn't shake off the bitterness that had consumed him. Hoshi listened attentively, his eyes filled with compassion. He then spoke. "Ryu, it is natural to feel anger and resentment when we are wronged. But clinging to these emotions will only perpetuate your suffering. Let me share with you a story about the power of karma." Long ago, in a distant village, there lived a farmer named Takeshi. Takeshi owned a small plot of land and was known for his honesty and hard work. One day, as he was working in his field, he found a small bag lying on the ground. Curious, Takeshi opened the bag and discovered that it was filled with gold coins. Overwhelmed with joy, Takeshi took the bag home and hid it in a secret place. He thought about using the newfound wealth to fulfill all his desires and live a life of luxury. But as he lay awake that night, a sense of unease washed over him. He realized that the bag of gold did not rightfully belong to him. The next day, Takeshi went to the village square and announced the discovery of the bag. He described it in detail, hoping that its true owner would come forward. Days turned into weeks, and no one claimed the bag. Finally, one day, a stranger arrived in the village. He had heard about the bag of gold and came forward, describing it perfectly. Takeshi, relieved to have found the rightful owner, handed the bag over to him. The stranger, touched by Takeshi's honesty, revealed himself to be a wealthy merchant from a neighboring village. As a gesture of gratitude, the merchant rewarded Takeshi with a large sum of money, far exceeding the value of the gold coins. Hoshi paused for a moment and then continued, "Ryu, life is like a mirror. Our actions, whether good or bad, have a way of coming back to us. The power of karma is not about seeking revenge or holding on to resentment. It is about understanding that our own actions shape our reality." Ryu pondered Hoshi's words deeply. The story had touched a chord within him, and he realized that his anger and desire for revenge were only imprisoning him further. Inspired by Takeshi's honesty and the wisdom of the Zen master, Ryu made a choice in that moment. He decided to let go of his anger and resentment, embracing the power of karma in his own life. He forgave his betrayer and chose to focus on creating positive change within himself and the world around him. Years passed, and Ryu's life transformed. Through his newfound understanding of karma, he cultivated compassion, kindness, and integrity in his actions. As he radiated positivity and forgiveness, he began to attract opportunities and genuine friendships into his life. In time, Ryu became a respected teacher, sharing the wisdom of the power of karma with others. He, too, became a beacon of light, just like Hoshi, guiding those who sought clarity and peace. And so, the story of Ryu and the power of karma continues to be passed down through generations, reminding us that our actions have consequences, and by embracing compassion and forgiveness, we can shape our own destiny and find true inner peace.